Hey everyone, Pop Daddy here. I'm here with you for a review of the newest Marvel movie, The Eternals. See if I liked it, see if I didn't like it, see if it's good for kids. But first off, I have a baby update. Baby is currently at 21 weeks, so that would put it at the size of a dragon's egg or a Chipotle burrito. So hopefully that baby will be done cooking soon for that March due date. Um, so yeah, tonight we caught a show viewing of Marvel's latest hit, The Eternals, and this movie has gotten a lot of negative press, a lot of negative reviews. They say it's the lowest rated Marvel movie ever. That may be the case. It's not the worst Marvel movie ever. It's not even the worst MCU movie ever. It's not even the worst MCU movie this year. Um, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Um, the movie starts off with the team already pre-assembled. No real backstory, just a title crawl, then cut to the action. Um, some critics have been saying this is like the Avengers if you didn't have the setup. I sort of agree with that, but I would say this would be more like Age of Ultron if that were the first movie in the series, where they've been together for a while and they've been working as a team for a while, and we're just dropped in the middle of the action. Then apparently they break up and go their separate ways. Then the movie becomes like Infinity War, where they all need to come back together, and so on. And the movie flashes backwards and forwards every so often, so that can get a bit confusing at times, but it's sort of easy to stay on track. But you can tell from the first shot alone that this is a very beautiful movie. Like the scenery, some of the shots, they shot a lot on location. There's not a lot of acting in front of a green screen or blue screen, and it just like looks so beautiful. And um, like I said, this as a Marvel movie, this would have been a good standalone movie because there were times where I felt that this didn't seem like it was connected to the Marvel universe at all, and I really in, enjoyed that. It was like something original. It was like a fresh take. Um, then you have the characters, and the movie does a so-so job of introducing their powers. The main character Cersei, her thing is they ask her partway through the movie what her power is, and she's like, I can turn objects into like certain elements and certain other objects, like I can turn a rock into water or a rock into wood or a rock into air. And that's really the um, extent of her explaining that. You kind of get it as the movie goes on and her showing things. Actually, there's a part where there's going to be slight spoilers here. I'm not going to delve too deep, but there's a part where something happens and you can kind of tell how the movie's going to end. But there's that. But Gemma Chan, who plays Cersei, she did a great job. Did a great job. She was a great lead. Um, then you have Richard Madden, who plays Icarus. You know Richard Madden from the Game of Thrones. He played Robb Stark. He does great in this. He is like very charismatic. Him and Gemma Chan do great together. They have pretty okay charisma. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's pretty decent. Um, the standout in the film though is the comedian. Let me Kumail Nanjian Stuber. He's the comic relief. He did a great job. He his character, like when they go their separate ways, they spend like the how many hundreds of years doing their own separate thing. He becomes a Bollywood star, and the way he says he's stayed that way is pretty ingenious on his part, and he definitely gets the most laughs out of the film. The comedy in the movie's handled pretty well. Like there are times for comedy, there are times for being serious. It evens out pretty good. Like not like Iron Man giving one liners here and there, but I think it does pretty okay. Um, there's a few name drops here and there. It's not like where it's in the middle of the spectrum, where Shang-Chi had it where there'd be like, just mentions here and there, so and so. Then you have Black Widow on the other end, where every 5 minutes there was an Avengers name drop or something like that, where Black Widow was really the worst at that. Um, but like I said earlier, the explaining of their powers, like she could turn materials into matter. Madden's Icarus character could fly and he had laser beams. Stuber's character was he could shoot with his hands. That was pretty much it. There are like other characters. So you learn them as time goes on. Their names you may know during the end of throughout the film. There's about 7 or 8 of them. You can pick up easy on them, but they're all pretty. They mesh together pretty okay as a team, even though they're only on screen total all together for a total of maybe 5 to 10 minutes. So final verdict for this: if you're a moviegoer, you just want to see a good standalone movie, go check it out. It's a decent film. Marvel fans, definitely see it. If you're a Marvel person, I would definitely recommend this movie. Kids, I would say no. No for kids. There is a sex scene. You don't really see anything, but it is kind of graphic. So you might want to keep the kids at home for this one. Maybe until they're 12, 13. It earns the PG-13 rating in that regard. So that's it. I'll give it a B plus. Good, not Marvel's best, but not their worst either. And that's it from me for this round. So got next few weeks I have coming up. I will have it's on Disney Plus now. I will be checking out Home Sweet Home Alone, and I'll probably try and record that review over the weekend. Maybe I'll watch it after I'm done recording this. Then in a few weeks I'll be seeing Ghostbusters Afterlife, so expect a review on that. And keep the recommendations coming in. I'll get to them as soon as I can. My remember the email is tompopdaddycoombs@gmail.com and on Twitter @thepopdaddy. Hope to see you soon, and peace.